And we're back.
Totally didn't cut. Still the same day, same hour.
Yes, of course. Um, Jakarta Rattattas again. Hit me with the coach, because I don't know.
We had Glizzy core, I think.
Glizy? Is it
Yeah.
Glizy? Ah, okay. Alright. Looking at the cores, we have Melmetal, uh, Gastrodon, Eldegoss, and Mega Ordino. That's interesting.
Chad pick.
Gudra and Firemon is Blacephalon. So overall, pretty defensive. Gudra, more like a defensive one. Gudra is nice because you can just bring AV Gudra to pretty much every week because of its coverage. So that's cool. Melmetal is debatable. Some people think it's too one-dimensional. I like it, but others hate it. I don't know. But I think it works. Like the cores you have here, typing wise. You have Eldegoss. Honestly, I've used it before. I'm not that big of a fan. It does get rapid spin, so that's useful. And it gets Pollen Puff, which is sometimes nice for like psychic types, Latias and stuff. But I don't really like it. I find that most weeks it doesn't have like a good matchup. Because solely grass types aren't that great. Usually, like offensively, if you just have Giga Drain. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, same here. Just like you said, pretty bulky team. Gudra, an amazing dragon type, you know. AB is definitely you can bring every week, or if you want just fully Spadef with leftovers is also amazing. I think people underestimate Melmetal as a defensive mon. I mean, let's not forget it has the same attack and defense.
Yeah.
So I think it can definitely be a defensive mon, and especially defensive too. I mean, if it's max Spadef with 8B, it can definitely take hits. I've used Melmetal a few times, and it's definitely underwhelming, but by no means bad. You also have Mega Audino, which I think is a underrated mon. It's a pretty decent cleric. Has pretty bad 4-move syndrome, but it can still work as your cleric. And I do agree with Eldegoss. The thing with Eldegoss, what it set out to do, it does really well. But the problem is that's all it does. Like if you bring Eldegoss, your opponent always knows. Okay, it's their spinner support, probably a wall. That's the main issue with Eldegoss. It does provide rapid spin though, so that's the problem with Eldegoss. That's why I wouldn't say it's bad, but it's definitely on the lower end. It's just so predictable. Whenever you bring it, your opponent knows what it does.
Yeah, that's the problem, and you know what it's gonna do, and it's not even compared to other mons. It's not even that good at what it does, as I said, compared to others, in my opinion. But looking at it further, he has the Halucha, but with and in DD Mail, which sets up psychic terrain, doesn't it?
I believe it
is there
does. Yes, it does.
Is there psychic seed? I don't know what that does, but
yeah. So that psychic seed on burden boosts your special defense, I believe.
Yeah, that could work. Like versus I don't know ice beams, thunderbolts. Yeah.
Lets you sponge a hit, so you can set up a sword sense.
Yeah, Drain Punch back up, so that's nice. Plus you have... Does Orbeetle get U-turn? I'm not sure. If not, I think the only momentum you have is Rotom Frost, which is good momentum. I think Rotom Frost is kind of underrated because Blizzard Electric is like a Bolt Beam as stab. And good enough speed to outspeed most tanks and walls, so I think it's underrated. It's pretty good.
Orbeetle does get U-turned, by the way.
Yeah, okay, so I guess that's your momentum, which is fine. It's not really that good, but
yeah, it's lacking in momentum. So I feel it would have been good having momentum because I mean you have really good wall breakers. You have Melmetal, Blacephalon, which are both pretty good.
Yeah, you kind of need to bring in Blacephalon safely. So I guess you got like pivots, Gudra, Alone Mug, but yeah. Overall, I think it's fine. I like the Rotom Frost. The Mega Odino is interesting. I like it as a Mega. It hurts so much that its ability is completely useless in singles.
Yeah.
If it had like at least a usable ability, it would be so much better because it is bulky and it does have nice support moves, and it gets like quite like a surprising. I think he gets quite the try it 3 times that sentence. Coverage. I mean, coverage.
Oh yeah, has really good coverage. It has Blizzard, Dazzling Gleam, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Grass Knot, Hyper Voice, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Surf, Thunderbolt, etc.
It's even better than I thought.
A lot of other moves. You can run the Chad Solar Beam if you want.
It's like the normal type syndrome where you can just do anything pretty much.
I think people always forget that it has base 100, base 126 defense and special defense with 103 HP.
Yeah, that's fat. That's fat. With only like poison steel, and you have resistance for those. Yeah, I like it. It's overall, it's fine. All right. Chicago Kubfus. Again, it's on the tip of my tongues, but tongues.
This is why I remember hashtag PSL is rigged. Wheeler got the wheel.
Oh, okay. I thought it was funny. Oh,
yeah, hashtag PSL is rigged.
Just almost forgot. Z moves on Jakarta, Blacephalon.
Oh.
Why Indeedee?
Yeah, that Indeedee is a bit Pepega. Not sure. I mean, I guess there's not much else.
Like the Z attack, indeed, not even Z all. I don't know what that's supposed to do.
Would have been interesting with like Gudra, so maybe even Rotom Frost. I don't agree with. I mean, I guess boosted up with like Psychic Terrain could hurt, but I don't know. I'm not sure that was the move.
Yeah, I guess your options are just like low. Yeah, all right. Sorry, Wheeler. All right, we have Tapu Fini, Latias, Scizor, and we have Credilli, Arcanine, Tapu Fini, or Lantern. So that's pretty good. Scizor and Tapu Fini and Latias I like. Pretty nice synergies typing wise. The Credilli I like. I'm using Credilli in another league right now. I think it's I don't know how good it is actually. I'm about to use it.
I've used Credilli before. It's really underrated. I really liked it.
I think the problem with it is that usually you get the grass type to eat earthquakes or something, and Credilli loses the resistance through the rock type, so that's kind of a problem. But it gets recover. It's bulky. It can set up rocks. Ancient Power Sweep.
Sword Stance Sweep.
Ooh. All right. I'm saying all right all the time. I noticed that when cutting the other videos. Like all right, all right.
I mean, I think that's all right.
I think the offensive is really good too. You have Mega Pidgeot, which is again I wanted to use it, but it got sniped. So normal and flying is good coverage. The only thing that's messing with you is rock types because you have the Heat Wave for steel. Plus you got the Weavile, Ice Dark, really good. Latias. I guess the offensive core is a bit lacking in a sense that you have mons that can be defensive and offensive, like Scizor and Tapu Fini. But I don't know, there's not that much offensive power, except for of course Pidgeot and Weavile. Because Latias is the defensive one of the Latis too, so I guess it's a bit lacking in the offensive part, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I was noticing that defensive core is pretty offensive as well. Like you mentioned, not really any straight up wall breakers except debatably Weavile.
Which is good, but like Like it's quality over quantity, I guess.
Then it gets Mega Pitch Shot too, even though it can't hold an item. You know,
Yep.
Stab 135 Hurricanes.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
strong.
hard to switch into, like, because the resistances are rare to those.
But yeah, I think defensive cores works pretty much also as your offensive core. It's a really bulky offense, I feel. Even though, incredibly, you also have really good speed tiers, which is what I really like about this team.
Oh yeah.
You got a Weavile, Mega Pidgeot going into
Latias, yeah.
Latias, and then just a little lower, you got a Gliscor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're
Also
good.
pretty good.
Under 100 is good too, with like Tabufini, I think 85.
Yeah.
Electivire 95.
Arcanine 95.
Yeah, Arcanine 95. Electivire 2? I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Really good.
removal is fine too. Scissor can defog.
I mean, yeah, they have a lot of defog. They have Fini, Gliscor, Latia, Scizor, Mega Pidgeot, I guess.
I guess that's kind of a weakness because you have a lot of defoggers, but I'm not seeing the rapid spinner. So if you want to use rocks, you're gonna defog your own rocks away probably. And as we said, it's a bit lacking in the offensive department, so that might be like a problem. You probably want to get the chip damage from the stealth rocks if you're not that offensive. So
the momentum here is amazing. I mean, U-turn, U-turn on Scizor 2, Pidgeot, U-turn, Electivire, Volt Switch, Arcanine Teleport, Lantern, Volt Switch.
True.
Really, really good momentum.
Also, he has the Kubfus.
I respect it, you know, gotta get the mascot.
Yeah. That's a nice mascot pick. And I bet he's gonna bring it to like to 1 week and it's gonna get a kill or something.
It better. I mean, I'm sure you can work with 90 attack.
I don't know its stats. Maybe it's actually like not that bad.
It's not that bad. Yeah, 90 attack, 72 speed.
Okay.
Might do something bulky Kubfus with bulk up.
I mean, you don't really prep for it, so that's the strength of it. So
I'm sure you can make something at least get a 1 kill.
Scary stuff. Weavile and Latias are the good C users too. Makes sense. Alright.
Yeah.
Taillow, Swift. And that's SV. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, alright. We have Mega Venusaur, Bishop / Aggron, Gardevoir, Emboar, Suicune, and Hexorus. I think I mentioned the course. I like it. It looks threatening. Like, you look at the single Mons and you think, God damn it, I have to prep for that with like every Mon, except maybe for Aggron. But yeah, then again, Rock Polish. So I like this Mon because it's threatening, threatening presence, hard to prep for, and you have the Silvally too, which you don't really know what it's gonna be. Like, you can guess, but you don't know. Momentum is great. Landorus T, U-turn. Silvally has U-turn and parting shot. Galvantula, Volt Switch. So I like that. Emboar is really scary. I haven't seen a Bishop in a long time, gotta be honest.
Same here.
Yeah. I never used it, but I don't know, I kind of want to use it now. I've never used Bishop. It's supposed to be good, but yeah, kind of hard to use, I guess, with the defined and like you're not that bulky, etc. What do you think?
Yeah, the offense is really, really scary on the physical side. You have Landorus T, Haxorus, Emboar, Bisharp. I mean, just the really, really scary offense. And the special offense is definitely there too. I just feel the physical offense is better in this team.
Yeah.
really, really good. I mean, having to prefer Landers, Haxers, and more, just huge threats. And then with Bisharp, you have to be careful because this team does have sticky webs. Just jumping a bit ahead for a second.
Yeah.
So teams are gonna have to be extremely careful going for defog against this team because Bisharp, in one turn, can just completely turn the match around.
That's true. That's a nice synergy. But you are right. It's kind of it's physical, like. Galvantula, Gardevoir, and Glaceon, I guess, are your special attackers.
Mega Venusaur. Oh, Glaceon has 130 special attack. Hold on, what?
Yeah, it's. Haven't you heard Ian rant about how great Glaceon is last season?
I mean, I almost got swept by it last season, or counter swept. But yeah, I forgot. Holy shit.
I like this team, and I respect the Embor Z All. I think that's.
Definitely not what I would have chosen, but you know what? I respect it too.
It makes it even more scarier. Like, I think you can make it work.
Yeah, the only thing I can see is maybe hazards aren't much there.
Setting?
Yeah, you have rocks on Aggron and Landorus. Get sticky wave on Galvantula. Is that it?
I guess that's it. I mean, Landorus T. Like Stealth Rocks and Landorus T are not that wild. Aggron is not going to be that reliable to bring, but yeah, the strength is in the webs and the Defiant, so I think it works for this team. Yeah.
The main, I don't want to say, I guess it is a flaw, which I don't think it's that bad. I think you're kind of forced to bring either webs every week or Scarf every week. A lot of Scarfers. And by going Scarf on like something like Emperor or like Landorus, you still get that power, but you miss out on maybe a Band, a Life Orb, etc.
It's definitely a team where you have with a lot of like not speed control, but with speed is going to be important. Like an important factor, you have Landorus T who likes to be scarfed, at least as I know. Haxorus, Dragon Dance. You have Galvantula webs, Bishop Sucker Punch, like Glaceon and Embor. They are slow, but again with a scarf they can outspeed your walls. So you know speed is gonna be a big factor facing this team.
Yeah, like with this team, you know what you're facing, but it's really hard to still prepare for it in the sense of like you can only have so many answers to so many offensive threats.
Yeah, I like it. Alright, moving on to the Slutpuff. I gotta say, I love that name.
Yeah.
I think that's Arkhan, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. I remember because he posted in one of the channels to rename it or something, and I loved it then, and I love it now. Looking at it, he has the Dracovish, he has Tangrowth, he has Rotomorsh, Charizard, Excadrill. Like,
definitely an offensive team.
Yeah, he has overlapping like core typings. He only has 10 mons plus the Ditto, so it's bit of a
really
weird
offensive,
team.
Yeah.
It's
I know I said offensive team, but
sorry, it's your turn.
No, sorry. I was just gonna mention. I know I said offensive team, but you still have your walls. But thing is, that Mega Charizard wide is so weird on this team. I really don't like Mega Charizard wide on this team. I'm just gonna be straight up.
I think it's a sand team. Dracovish, Excadrill, Tyranitar, and I think I drafted Mega Charizard once, like a few years back, and I was told that it pairs nicely with like Tyranitar slash Sand, so I don't think that's too uncommon.
Oh no, yeah, I'm mainly talking about Dracovish with the Sun.
Did you say Charizard or Dracovish earlier? I don't know.
Yeah, both. Like I'm saying, the other part you mentioned about Zard Y being paired up with Sand, I've also heard it's good, but the thing for me is with the Dracovish, like, maybe you won't bring them together, but if you do, and the sun's out, you're going to be put in situations where, like, Fish's Rend, it's still going to be strong, of course, but being weakened by your own sun is interesting.
Yeah, that's true. Although, again, it creates a really tough, like, prep situation for your enemy, because you have your opponent. Because what are you going to prep for? Like, Sand, Dracovish, or Charizard? Like, it's tough. And then you have Tangrowth, which is extremely difficult to deal with, in my opinion. Like, probably the best grass type you can draft, I think. Like, defensive, at least.
Defensively, definitely one of the top ones.
The Espeon is interesting. Magic Bounce. I guess I guess Magic Bounce is good because you have Defog with Galarian Weezing and Rotom Wash, but in my experience, Rotom Wash also has kind of Force-Slot syndrome, because you probably want to have Volt Switch, but you also probably want to have another electric move like Thunder or Thunderbolt. Then maybe Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, Defog. So it's like Pain Split. It's gonna be tough, or not guaranteed that you run Defog every week. So removal is gonna be tough with this team. So I like the Espeon for the Magic Bounce. Yeah.
What about the famous Defog Megasard Y?
It gets Defog, okay. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna eat my words then when I got defogged by Mega Charizard Y. Oh damn.
Yeah. Speed tiers are another thing that I'm not the biggest fan of, because outside of, I mean, you're probably gonna have weather usually.
Yeah.
But Espeon being your fastest team member is interesting. And then all the speeds are close to each other, but the thing is, no elite speed, you know. Before, Espeon was an amazing speed tier, but I mean, nowadays 110 isn't cutting it for your fastest.
Yeah, and you don't even have... It's Chlorophyll? No, oh wait, Tangrowth, sorry. Yeah, so speed is a problem if you're not boosted with through the weather. That's right.
Yeah, you're really relying on sand for your speed, which isn't ideal.
I just realized that Rotom Wash is his Z-All, and the only move I know that's like used somewhat is Pain Split, because it gives you a defense boost, I think. But other than that,
I would have gone for like maybe Tyranitar or something just to get another like good offensive Z user.
I just remembered, I don't wanna like spoil it if you wanted to go for it, but I think like Z Snatch heals you, doesn't it? So maybe he wants to Z Snatch at some point.
I'll be honest, I have no clue.
Well, excited to see it. I think it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun team, and it's like it's a weird team, but not a bad team per se. I don't know.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to prep for.
Yeah, that's for sure. Almost said alright again, but not gonna do it this time. Charlottetown Charizards. I know this one. Nope, I don't.
Clont, I think.
Okay.
Again, sorry if I butcher any of these names. I'm small brain.
I don't know if you can butcher Clont. That's like one vowel.
You'd be surprised.
I think that's Clont.
Slont, actually.
Schlond. Just not gonna discuss his team, just gonna rip on his name. 5 minutes.
Okay, next. No, I'm just kidding.
Cinderace, scary. Swampert, I like it. Ferrothorn, debatable. Actually, no, with the Swampert it's actually great. Some don't like it because of, as I said, the earthquake thing, but it's still a really good mon. But then what's it? Draudigon, I like it too, and Megadiance. So I really like those cores. I think Swampert, Ferrothorn works. Cinderace, obviously very scary. I like the Draudigon because I wanted to, like, I have planned that for another league. With I want
Spoiler.
to I want to start drafting more bulky, like dragon and for example electric types. So I like the idea of Draudigon. And he has the Hooper too. He has a lot of mons that I like. So yeah, I like this team. I do.
Offense is really scary. Libero Cinderace Mega Diancie. I mean, that alone is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to prep for both. You know, yeah, one on the physical side, Mega Diancie being able to be mainly special, but can definitely go physical whenever it wants to, or mixed even. That's gonna be really, really scary. I really, really like that offense. And
he has good momentum too. Well, it's not he doesn't have a lot of mons, but the mons like he has a good, like Cinderace is gonna have U-turn, and you're gonna probably bring it every week, and Zapdos Volt Switch, that's good too.
Or U-turn, I believe.
Oh yeah. So not
flip turn on Swampert. Oh no, go ahead.
That it gets flip turn.
Swampert gets flip turn, yeah.
Well, then it's even better than I thought. Yeah.
I mean, getting Swampert was already a great mon, but just giving it momentum. I don't know who at Game Freak thought it was a good idea, but I'm glad they did it.
Damn, I didn't know that. Gotta draft it sometime around.
Oh, it's amazing. Really recommend it.
Damn, then I just Mega Swampert is like a more of a threat now.
Oh, for sure.
Flip turn Mega Swampert. Huh. Gotta remember that.
Yep. Also,
Obstacle sorry, I keep interrupting you, but
no, you're good.
Obstacle 2, those scary like flame orb stuff and knockoffs and so. And Hooper has a crazy special attack, so the offense I really like on this team is a really good offense.
Really good offense, yeah. I think offensively it might be my favorite team so far, to be honest. I was gonna mention, I'm gonna flat out saying, I think Weezing is the most underrated poison type.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. Last season, I would say it's one of my MVPs from last season. I'm surprised at how well it takes hits. I mean, it's a damn shame. I'm always so upset when I remember regular Weezing doesn't get defog. I don't know why it doesn't. But I mean,
I guess it's against its nature, like to clear up the air. I don't know. That's not
getting neutralizing gas. I mean, you're rarely gonna run it, but it can still work sometimes. Really, really underrated Pokemon in my opinion defensively. I really like it. Just everything you mentioned, yeah. I mean, Obstagoon, once it gets its guts, it's just a crazy good wall breaker. I mean, you get stab knockoff boosted by guts. I mean, that's just a really insane damage, and then facade as well with really good coverage too. I mean, close combat alone is enough, but then you have fire punch, gunk shot, ice punch.
Yeah, it's such a good breaker.
Really, stomping tantrum, I'm finding out right now.
Yeah, it's so hard to switch into it because there's already not many good knockoff switch-ins. Like even those who resist it don't want to lose their items. So having a good knockoff switch-ins are rare. And like one of the, in my opinion, better ones in Diancie, he also has. So and again, this is a team where I like every mon. Like I don't see a mon and I think it's out of place, or you could have a better one. I think every mon like works on this team.
Good synergy as well. I mean, hazards are also really good. Just running real quick, got Ferrothorn, Diancie, Swampert, Weezing with Toxic Spikes. And then removers as well, really good. You got Chord Change on Cinderace, Zapdos, Defog. You got Mega Diancie that can not removal but can stop hazards.
Yeah.
And Hitmonchan with Spin.
Yeah, Magic Bounce underrated. Well, not underrated, but like rare. All right. Nice.
So overall, really, really good team. Definitely one of my favorite teams, and I think it's, speaking in terms of like not records or anything, just as a team, I definitely rank it as one of the top ones.
Yep, definitely. All right. Damn it! Not to be Memphis Grimmsnarl. I feel like I knew this at some point, but I give up.
Come on.
What's the coach?
Come on.
Is it
Toastfish.
Toast? Okay, yeah. I don't know.
Is that...
so many new guys. I don't know.
Is that mega? Oh my god! I'm sorry.
You're gonna make legit. You're gonna make someone gag watching this. All right.
It's just a. I saw a bad mon. I'm sorry. It's just Mega Gallade.
Mega Gallade is so good.
So
it's
bad.
Crazy. Like the amount of coverage it gets. It doesn't get U-turn, right? Yeah, that would just be broken. But like I don't think.
That's teleport.
True, but it can get. Sorry. Teleport is risky.
You're lying to yourself. You're choking on your own words. Damn it.
Yeah, I'm literally choking. Mega Gallade teleport is risky because Electabuzz will kill it with a Z Gigavolt heavy. So you gotta watch out for that. Yeah, but there's not like a type of coverage it doesn't get. It's crazy. It gets everything. So Mega Gallade, definitely a really good mon. Then he has Clefable, Zygarde, Celesteela. Like, these 4 mons are crazy. I mean, they are really costly, but still, damn. And then he has Greninja. This team is really good, I think. Centiskorch. I think it's trash. I haven't used it, but it's I like its design, but I think it's trash. Or I guess it's trash. As I said, I haven't used it.
It's not that bad.
Like, what does it do? Coil? I don't know.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, but what does it do though? Because I think it's slow.
Centiskorch stuff.
Isn't it like 60 speed or something? So
65. I mean, it has good abilities.
Yeah.
Flash Fire, Flame Body.
Yeah, and the thing I like is he spent so many points here, like with those 4 mons, which are like crazy scary. These 4 mons alone. But then he made really good value picks as well, with like Vikavolt, Tentacruel is solid, and of course the Slacking.
I respect it.
Yeah, it fits so well because again it's only 3 points after you spend so much here, and then the 3-point Mega Threat that is Slacking. So I really like that. Yeah. One of my favorite teams too, definitely.
On a more serious note, I'm just messing with you. Of course, Mega Gallade isn't bad.
Traitor.
Overrated. I'll say it, overrated. But I mean, yeah. I mean, just those. I think your opponents will always know for a fact. 9 times out of 10, those first 4 mons are coming every single week. But the thing is, I mean, it doesn't matter if your opponent knows that. They still have to prep.
Not gonna help them.
Also, good. You did point it out. You know, spending so much on the first few mons, but the later picks, I definitely think are really good value for your team.
Yeah.
I mean, webs on this team is insane.
True. Yeah, I didn't even like notice that, but Vikavolt, get webs like this is a really good team in my opinion. The only like thorn in my eye, even the Lopunny is like 5 for 1 point. Lopunny.
I didn't know it was 1 point.
Yeah, but so if you have 1 point left over, then Lopunny is definitely one of the best things you could get for that 1 point. The only like thorn in my eye, I guess, is the Centiskorch, but maybe he'll like rip with it. I don't know what it can do. And I forgot what I wanted to say. But
actually, we haven't done this, but real quick, I think we can, or at least I can look real quick. What other? It's 6 points, right? Centiskorch?
Yeah.
Let me look real quick what you could have gotten instead. Yep. Never mind, my computer's being stupid, I guess. I won't check what you could have gotten instead.
Sad. Well, I have it right here. Tears. Then...
Just 6 points. Let's just really quickly just go what other fire types you could have gotten. Charizard, which is pretty decent with
Delphox.
Delphox could have been interesting too. Do you have a psychic type?
Gallade, I guess.
Oh well, yeah, I guess. Magmortar would have been much better on this team, I think.
Magmortar would have been nice. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think Delphox would have been better, like way better, because I respect Delphox as a fire type because I think it's 104 or 114, I'm not sure. Speed, Psychic Fire is nice coverage, gets some weird supporty moves, I can't remember. I definitely got bopped by a like toxic sub kind of Delphox before.
Switcheroo access is nice.
Yeah, so and like having the second psychic isn't really that bad. So I think I would love like the Delphox there more. But still one of the best teams, I think.
Really good team, yeah. Definitely at first glance it may not look that good, but once you like go into it, I mean, the good is really good.
For sure.
Only last comment I would want to say real quick before we go into the next team. It looks pretty trashy in my opinion, but we have not talked about the C users for a few teams. Did we talk about the last one?
I think we just skipped the last one.
Oh well, let's finish this one real quick, then we'll go back to the one.
Yep.
Just momentum here could be I think a little better. Not the end of the world. C users, Greninja, Celesteela. Yep, I think Saigar would have been better, but DC users are definitely not bad.
If the Greninja gets U-turn, the Decidueye gets U-turn, Vikavolt Volt Switch,
Teleport Clef.
Yeah, so I think even that is like fine. Your removal is solid too. Celesteela doesn't get defog, right?
Don't believe so.
So you have Decidueye, defog, and Tentacool Rapid Spin. That's right, okay.
It could have been a little better.
Yeah.
Not the worst.
But it's good that you have a Rapid Spinner, because I feel like lots of teams are only getting defoggers because there aren't that many like good mons that get Rapid Spin. So Tentacool is like one of the better ones. So I respect that, because of course you don't want to defog your own stuff away. So yeah. Especially when I have like spiking Greninja and webs, etc. So I think it works for this team.
And just going back real quick to the previous team, C users, Hoopa, Cinderace. Yeah. I mean, I don't see what else you could have given it to. I mean,
I think Hoopa Z all is actually pretty good because, as I said, Hoopa has crazy specially. It's especially bulky, and it had I think 140 special attack. So having a Z with that gonna be, and it has good coverage. So I think even 110 attack. So you could run it mixed. So that with the Z thing is difficult to anticipate and switch into.
I mean, base 150 C move attack is gonna really hurt.
Oh, 150 even. Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Cinderace having stab C moves all the time, amazing. Moving on, disgusting team.
The Raikou's UANL.
Pretty close, yes. Can you tell I panicked in the middle?
A bit. I don't know the keg who drafted this one. Is it you?
Perhaps.
Okay. Let's look at it. Alright, Mega Altaria, yeah. Mega Altaria, Heatran, Rillaboom, Vaporeon, Fortress. Yeah, okay. I think it's... Yeah, I like the synergies I'm seeing. You have Rillaboom with the grassy field, which makes Earthquake less threatening for Heatran. You have the Vaporeon, which is one I've never used but want to use. A good water type, good cleric. Tornadus T, of course, one of those mons that just you can't switch into. It either knocks you off, it U-turns, gets its health back. Hurricanes, nasty plots. And I see you have the Z attack too, so it's gonna get a kill per week, pretty much. I like the Fortress. I think Fortress is like if you just want to not worry about like your hazard control, don't want to spend time thinking about that, you just get Fortress. Gets like every set of except for sticky webs, it gets everything, and then it can use rapid spin. So I really like the Fortress and the Fire and the Heatran. Nidoking is one of the. Some people don't like it because of its speed, but I think it's again you can't really switch into it because coverage, life orb. Mega Altaria is good. I don't know. I guess it's your fairy and your dragon, which is well debatable, but it's again flexible. You can like go defensive, you can go supporty, heal bell, U-turn. I think it gets U-turn. Special
no,
dragon
Mega Altaria
dance.
doesn't get U-turn.
Doesn't? Alright,
No.
then I was so sure it got U-turn. Well, again, you have a lot of mons that or not a lot. A few mons you can't switch into really good. Rillaboom hits hard too. Yeah. Primeape, again, as I said, you need a fighting type, even if it's Primeape. So that's good too. So for normal types, doesn't it get what's its attack like? 110? 120?
105.
105. Ugh, alright. It's solid, definitely. Like I see its strength in like pressure. You have a few mons that are flexible, and there are type synergies I like. Again, Fortress, Heatran, Tornadus, Nidoking. You might retract that. Yeah, I think it's solid. Solid is a good word for it. Damn, I've talked for like 10 minutes now.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I mean, whatever I say, it's just gonna kind of be like, oh, it's his team, whatever. But I mean, I generally think it's a pretty good team. I think my biggest strength here is definitely the offensive pressure and the momentum. I think it's definitely the best so far. I could be wrong, but speaking of just actual momentum that I have, I mean, I have U-turn Tornadus, U-turn Rillaboom, flip turn Vaporeon, U-turn Uxie, parting shot Persian, Bolt Switch Raichu, Bolt Switch Fortress, and U-turn Primeape. Correct me if I'm wrong in the server or in the comments, but I don't think so far any team has more momentum than me.
Yeah, and quantity, you're definitely up there. As you said, you like momentum. I see. I think Uxie gets momentum Oreo? I'm not sure.
You get U-turn, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it gets U-turn. And Healing Wish. Oh no, it doesn't get Healing Wish.
Someone gets Memento.
I'm dumb.
Maybe I'm dumb. We're all dumb.
This gets Memento too, yeah.
Yeah, so interesting.
And Alolan. Oh no, Alolan version doesn't get Memento. Memento gets Parting Shot though.
Yeah. Tough to prepare for again.
Yeah. Yeah. During the middle of the draft, I was like, okay, I got Mega Altaria. What the hell do I do now? And I was just, I actually was, this plan, the last 4 months, I literally came up with, right as it was my turn to draft Alolan version. I was like, I had no clue what to do. I was actually originally going to get Hitmonchan. But I then saw Fortress was free, and I was like, I really, really, really need Hazards and Spinner. Yeah. So I thought it was perfect. And double Steel type, but they share no weaknesses, so I'm okay with that.
I guess the only thing I personally don't really like is, I know Alolan Persian is good. I don't like using it. It's not like my taste. And
you're talking shit.
Yes. OU after the video. Raichu, I used it before. I don't like it. I think it's like underwhelming. You think because it's fast and has like utility moves, knockoff, like fake out, etc. But it doesn't get hidden power. I think it does get grass knot, but still I think it's just underwhelming. So the only thing I'd say is maybe, I don't know, pool these two together and get a better electric type, but yeah. So that's just like my taste. So yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these mods I definitely got because I needed something. I was like, I need a fast electric. Okay, Ratchet does the job. I need a fighting type. Okay, I got it. I need a dark type that can take hits. Lola version. Yeah.
Definitely these like 4 or maybe even 5. Now these last 4 are like utility picks.
Yeah, you can tell I was struggling, but yeah, overall I think not to be cocky or anything, but I do think this is a pretty decent team.
Not too shabby. Yeah.
And before I get into the lower league.
Were you in like season 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I topped my division.
Oh, nice. I wasn't.
And then
I wasn't that active.
Then I lost 6-0 to Wheeler in playoffs, but it's okay. It happens.
My condolences.
You know what? You know what? Monfield me. You're Chansey. I lost because of your damn Chansey.
What? Really? Why?
Yeah.
How come?
Kirum set up on me when I was trying to use seismic toss, and then I kind of just gave up.
Okay.
But
sad.
It's alright. We move.
Right. All. We have Seattle Volkraken. Let's look at the time. Actually, we are at 46 minutes again. For some reason, like
we took longer.
Yeah. This time we only have like 8. Covered 8 more teams, and we're already 46.
Oh, I don't know. We talked about my C users really quick, but
yes, you're right. I want to. Why the all? Just because like options, or are you there?
Thank you for the sponsors of our video. Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is an MMORPG.
Did you pull up like a text for that, or just freestyle?
I have the entire copy paste on my phone.
Well, I have YouTube Premium for a few months now, and one of the best investments because I fucking hate advertisements. Like in the front, you want to watch something, and then, did you know about our product? And then, fuck off. I hate it so much.
Dude, I can say the whole thing. Whenever we have a commercial break again, I'm actually just gonna start reading it, and you're gonna leave it in the damn video.
Yeah, no, YouTube Premium all the way. I'm never going back. No.
Hashtag not sponsored.
No advertisements at all. Okay, Z all Hedron?
Yeah, just to have something offensive. I mean, I didn't really know what else to put it in. I just thought it could be nice for a big nuke.
Nidoking maybe, but alright. Yeah, I think K-June is better. Okay. Seattle Volkraken. That's Ian. Yeah, that's Ian. He has like a different team every season. Okay, Mega Garchomp. I like it. Clefable. Ooh. Infernape. Rotomo. Fortress. I guess that's.
We're going into the different conference now.
Yeah. Alone Line Tails. Yeah, and Inteleon. I like it. I like those Mons. Rotomo, similar to Rotom Frost. I think a really good Mon for momentum, and hard to switch into because your ground types aren't reliable switch-ins for your Volt switches. So I like that. I like it. You have the Mega Garchomp plus the Sand, so excited to see that. I'm surprised that he would draft that actually, and I think it's his first pick, isn't it? So
yeah. Interesting first pick, but I can understand why. I mean, everyone wants to try out the skill shot Garchomp, and with good reason. I mean, not quite Dragon Dance, but hey, we take those.
I was wondering why it was so costly, but because before no one was using Mega Garchomp pretty much. I used it before Scale Shot, and I like the idea of it, like the romance of it. You go Sword Dance and then you just tear through stuff, and on paper you are bulky, but like Ice Beam still gonna wreck you.
Yeah.
But again, no hidden power, so probably the time to draft Mega Garchomp. So good choice.
Also works with Fortress, no hidden power fires.
Yeah, true. He too has the Fortress, Inteleon, like a if you I don't know, is that a meme that is popular in like USA or Britain? There's like a meme.
What?
There's like a meme in Germany. You say like a budget version of something, and you say you ordered it off of Wish. So like Inteleon is like a Wish version of Greninja.
Oh, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Is that a thing people say? It's a meme in Germany, but
not exactly the same, but something similar. Yeah.
alright. Interesting. Arctozolt.
I like it. I really like it.
I like it, like the design. I have no clue what it does. It's like I always think it's a dragon.
A wish version.
Eyes.
A wish version of Dracozolt.
Well, yeah. Again, I probably put too much value on like type synergies, because in draft, since you have more than 6 Pokemon, it's like not the same. But this synergy here again with the fire and Gigalith in the sand, your offensive, like your offense is pretty good too with Ninetales, Inteleon, Infernape, like all fast attackers with good coverage. Mega Garchomp tears through things, obviously.
I think people always forget Mega Garchomp has base 120 special attack.
Oh, yeah, alright. Nice. Yeah, I like this team.
I think it's very rare, unless it's like Sun Sand, but to have 2 weathers that work. But in this case, I really like it because it's kind of just like pseudo hail and pseudo sand. And in this case, Garchomp absolutely loves Aurora Veil. Even if you don't bring Arctozolt or even Gigalith for sand, just the fact that you have a Veil up, it makes the chance for a Garchomp to sweep so much easier.
Yeah, that's sorry. Yeah.
Oh no, go ahead.
No, you
first.
No.
I was gonna say something different.
I insist.
Well, I was just gonna say the main negative about this team that I can see is it's a bit weak to fighting types, because your only real fighting type switch-ins are Clefable, which, to be fair, it's amazing, and Miss Magius, which, you know, isn't really bulky, and I don't think you want to bring it often, because I mean you have Umbreon weak to it, you have Gigalith weak to it, Fortress is neutral because it's part steel, a little Ninetales neutral, it doesn't take hits, you know, Arctozolt also weak to it, so I do think you might struggle a bit against like really good fighting types, maybe like something like Conkeldurr or other stuff like that.
Yeah, Conkeldurr is a problem for this team, yeah.
Something like Mega Lopunny kind of just shreds this team, but
yeah, true.
Because, you know, with Scrappy hits Miss Maggie's too, so it's kind of just like, you know.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna really rely on Clef a lot for that kind of fighting weakness. Yeah. But I think it's manageable. It's not the worst, especially if we have a Veil up.
Yeah, that's true. On the aspect of, oh yeah, and just Miss Magius is also a Z-All. I don't know what like a status move it gets that does anything.
I think it was just for offense. Yeah. I don't know what Z Nasty Plot does.
Just removes debuffs, right? I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Infernape makes sense. I think it's yeah.
Yeah, I guess not really many other options here. Which, to be fair, Z Miss Magus is pretty solid. Nasty Plot, Z move, not bad.
Maybe Inteleon, but I don't. I have no idea.
Yeah. Overall, not a bad team. Definitely scary, especially with the dual weather. Got to be careful with that. Got to be extremely careful of Garchomp under Veil, because I mean, unless it's something like Ice, an Ice move, it can have pretty easy chances to sweep and just to win. And just to end that off real quick, B tiers aren't the best tier either outside of weather.
Yeah, I think you can say that it's objectively not one of the top teams because of those like missing things, but I still like it more than other teams, because like you mentioned that we have like the I don't know like the top tier weather with like Gigalith and Microchip, and then you have like a mini secondary like weather with Alolan Ninetales and Arctozolt, and you don't even theoretically don't need the Arctozolt because Alolan Ninetales works on itself like with Veil, but then you have the Zolt too, so I like it. So it's good.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of this team. I'm really excited to see what Mega Garchomp can do, especially on the Veil. I think this is the team's biggest strength.
I like it like that. Sings in Spanish. Alright. The Toilet Joltiks. Sorry. The Joliet Joltiks. It's so funny because he posted his logo and I didn't see it, and then he was like, I'm so glad that no one sees the toilet in the name. And then everyone was like, oh yeah, right, it's toilet.
Oh my god, I didn't even know that. Oh,
and now it's just toilet. So before it wasn't, and now it is. Sorry, bro.
I'm sorry.
So the Joliet toilets, no Joltiks. Be serious. Tornadus, Zygarde, Volcanion, Mega Steelix. Right off the bat, I'm noticing that it's like I like it because it's fat, and even your offensive mons are fat. Like Tornadus and Glacier are fat too. Zygarde, well, somewhat. Coil, I don't know. But Slowbro, Mega Steelix, Florges, again overrated, not overrated, but underwhelming Raichu. I don't like it. I like Vileplume because it's cute, and Spiritomb is useful too. So I like this team again. I like it.
I like it too. I just think it's on paper it's a bit, what's the word? I guess underwhelming kind of. I just feel, I don't know. I can't pinpoint what it is. I just feel it's missing something. The speed tier really, I guess you got Raichu there, so it's not that bad. There's something about this team.
It is kind of bad because you have, I think, Tornadus T and Raichu above 100. Glacier is really slow. Slowbro is slow. Mega Steelix, Spiritomb.
There's something, I can't pinpoint what it is. Like, I like it, but there's something bothering me about this team, and I don't know what. However, you got kind of a mini Trick Room situation here, which I'm a big fan of.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe
reliable.
Yeah, that was probably his plan, I guess.
A reliable Trick Room too. You got both Trick Room users can teleport out of there and switch into something, which is amazing. Not many Trick Room teams ever being drafted. I'm not saying this is solely or mainly Trick Room, but you definitely have really good options for it. I mean, Glacier, of course, Mega Steelix, of course. Volcanion can work. I mean, it's not the slowest Pokemon. It's base 70, but it could work.
It's a good range, so you can play with it. It can be, you can build more fast. But now that you mention it, I like it even more because you're right. It's a Trick Room team, and you don't see those too often. And with the Glastrier, it works well. Yeah, I like it even more now.
Yeah, it's you got arguably the two best Trick Room setters in the game.
Slowbro and Porygon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe if you really are a Trick Room team, then you could maybe picked up something like Glastrier is really good, like physically, but I don't see the special Trick Room abuser. Maybe it's supposed to be Volcanion, but it's 70 speed, so.
I was gonna say real quick, this is one of the rare teams that can work really well out of Trick Room, or with one mon that isn't Trick Room. Like bringing Trick Room with Torn T is pretty nice. Let's see what else. Hazards are lacking, to say the least. You have a Stealth Rocker, and I think that's it.
Yeah, you have Mega Steelix.
I feel that's probably this team's biggest weakness. Hazards. I feel you would really want a lot of hazards for the chip.
Yeah.
So things like Glacier, Zygarde, if it's not set up, Steelix, even Torn to an extent, finish off teams.
Yeah.
But other than that, just ignore the first thing I said about me not liking something about this team. I take it back. I mean, this team definitely has its flaws, but this looks like the most fun team, honestly, for me so far.
Yes.
People cannot sleep on this team. If you underestimate it, this team I can easily see a lot of 6-0s for unprepared teams.
Yeah, this is definitely a team where it depends, or it will depend on the battler. I don't not know. Jesus, what was that? I don't know how good he battles, so it will definitely depend on that. Was there a team we didn't like? I like this team. I like this team. I think the only team we ripped on was like the Sheffield Torpedoes.
Yeah, which unironically isn't that bad.
Yeah, so every team is amazing. Good job, guys.
I would not say it's amazing, but there's no real bad teams.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, maybe one might, but
no. Geneva Gengars. This is cdshafer. Rillaboom, Mega Slowbro, Coco, Scissor, Torkoal, Dragonite. Oh, haven't seen Dragonite in a while. That's cool.
Dragonite really good with boots.
And first glance, well, spoiler and groundbreaking. I like it, but I think I like the value pick Pineco.
Yeah.
If it gets the same moves as Fortress, like a Wish Fortress.
Let's see. It gets Rapid Spin. It's both spikes. Stealth Rock. Yep.
Yeah, so
gets all the good things. No Bolt Switch, but I mean, I don't think it's gonna be switching out for Pineco anyways.
Yeah. So that's nice. So like you can set up stuff and explode, and that's a good value for like 1 point. You have the Alone Raichu and Turbo Coco, which we've seen before. Good combo. Nidoqueen is a really good overall mon in every draft because it can do so much. It can be defensive, rock setter. It has so good coverage. His if we look at Dave's Nidoqueen, kind of on paper destroyed me with its coverage, so I like it. Then the Dragonite I like to see because I think it gets drafted less nowadays. I think
it's getting drafted more because of the boots.
Well, now it's getting drafted more because of it, but it was a gap where I haven't seen it in a while, I feel.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm currently using it in a different league. Pretty big fan of boots with multi-skill, having multi-skill every time, but I digress.
Then I think I like the Mega Slowbro, by the way, too. Underrated.
Especially under grassy terrain. I was heavily considering drafting it at first because one of the main flaws compared to regular Slowbro is that it can't hold an item like Leftovers or Rocky Helmet, but I feel under grassy terrain, having that recovery every turn is amazing for it.
Yeah, true. I wasn't even thinking of that. I'm noticing that it has like multiple pieces. Like he has grassy terrain and electric terrain, and he has like Torkoal.
Sun, yeah, that's interesting.
But he doesn't have a Sun abuser. I'm not seeing it. So
I'm not sure about. It fits the team. It gives it a good spinner and stealth rock user, which this team is, I think, the only rock user outside of Pineco that gets it, or Nidoqueen.
Yeah, I think this is the 1 in 100 times where you see a Torkoal, but it's not for setting the sun, I guess.
Yeah.
So bold, daring. I like it.
It's pretty good, to be honest. I mean, base 140 defense. Drought, Shell Armor 2 if you want. Pretty decent move pool. It got Scorching Sands now, which can be a nice move over Earth Power.
Yep. Funny enough, you don't want the sun actually because, well, Scissor's gonna get killed by a fire tip anyways, I guess.
Yeah. Something like Solar Beam for Slowbro, maybe.
Oh. This I love it when you look at the team and it unfolds like you just said. Mega
Well,
Slowpoke
no,
gets.
no, it's Mega Slower doesn't get Solar Beam. I'm saying using Solar Beam against it.
Oh. Damn. I got so excited. To them. I felt like,
Oh.
wow, this man is a genius. So, but,
I mean, you can do the classic special Rillaboom with Solar Beam, Boom Burst with Throat Spray.
I feel fooled. Tapu Koko is good. Rillaboom is good. Let's move on.
We'll see users real quick.
Yeah, as I said.
Coco, good C user.
Yeah.
Nidoqueen, not sure. I mean, not really anything else you could have given it to.
Dragonite, probably.
Yeah, but usually one boots with it.
If you're a pussy, yeah. No, it's not. Yeah.
Just real quick before, just one last note I wanted to count on. We already talked about hazards, but hazard removal was decent. Got Defog on Scizor, Rapid Spin Torkoal, Defog Dragonite.
Defog.
Yeah, but do you really want to defog your own terrain?
Oh, true.
So yeah, overall, as most per teams.
That's why you are here, because I'm a retard. So.
No. But yeah, overall, good team. I think it can perform really well.
Good job. New York Blazikens. That's Raz, right? Look. First turn Blaziken.
Oh shit! Sorry, we're still recording. Kind of fell asleep for a second.
Is that a hint? Should we stop it?
So we got the Manchester Umbreons. But no. I respect it. You know, they stuck with the round 1 Blaziken. You know.
Yeah. Weird. That's so weird. He drafted. Like, how does that work? He got round 1 Blaziken and then he drafted Zeraora. Lucky.
They had Pseudo Wheel, I think.
Okay.
Or close to it. But yeah, you know what? I respect it. They stuck with their word and they got it.
What the fuck is this? Like halfway through, they got Mega Scissor and Landorus T.
Yeah, the conference. On Frostless before both.
And the Latias too. Like, did he roll a dice or something? Like, in which order he's gonna get his mons? He has like these 3 in the middle. And he has the Chad, Cosmoem. This is feels like a meme.
Shame on Hoenn and Sinnoh for allowing this. Shame on you.
Shame on you letting him get Cosmoem. Don't you know it gets teleport? It's really good.
Sly would like to know your location.
So much defense. I like Zeraora. I feel like people don't like it, but I like it. Slowking, you got the regen core. Mega Scissor works. Shiinotic. I've never seen a Shiinotic do anything in a draft league, but I guess it's good like for your checklist because you don't have a fairy otherwise. So good job. Yeah, but what does it do though? It's not even tanky. Strength sap you to death.
I mean, it's one of the very few mons that has Spore.
Well, but you have Among Us too. you drafted Among Us.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Hello? Okay, no, Raz bad. Why would you... What? Yeah, no. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this should not expand. What?
Okay. I can finally say this team sucks ass. And this is a team I don't like. No.
Oh no! Let's be nice here. It's a good team. It's a good team. The offensive pressure is really nice with Mega Scizor, Landorus. You know, 2 good physical wall breakers. Blaziken can put in work for the teams that aren't ready for it.
Nice momentum. Cosmoem, Teleport, Zeraora, of course. Mega Scissor, Landorus team.
Blaziken got U-turn recently.
Yeah. So good stuff.
Really good for like bandit sets. Really, U-turn Blaziken just get out of there real quick. Hazards. You got Landorus T with rocks, Frostless spikes. I think that's it. Yeah, it's
You again have. I don't think he has a rapid spinner.
No.
So he has Defog Blaziken. I think I'm tired. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, not a bad team. Really, this team can definitely put in the work, yeah, especially on the offensive side. Physically offensive, it's really, really scary. Got good momentum.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's a strength of the team. U-turn, like momentum, and it can bring in like a lot of scary mons, like having like being able to bring in the Mega Scissor, the Zeraora, and the Blaziken. That's cool. And you have Spore. you have Spore
Double
twice.
Spore.
You
Chad
also
double
have
Spore.
the parting shot. So lots of ways to enable your Blaziken, I guess.
Good speed tiers too.
Yeah. Okay.
Just I would really recommend maybe. I don't know if there's any 5-point fairies, but I'd definitely drop Shiinotic and Cosmoem.
Shiinotic is like an example of I don't have a fairy. I'm just gonna draft this to like check it off. But maybe he likes it or he knows how to use it. But are you gonna bring Shiinotic, or is it just like for like checklist purposes? You know?
Yeah, they could get like Gramble, I guess.
Yeah, I like Granbull as a fairy is underrated. Intimidate, good physical coverage, 120 attack. It's slow, but it can T-wave. Granbull is a nice budget fairy.
Doesn't it get healed though?
Yeah, and I always forget because I think it doesn't get wish. I always wish that it gets wish when I use it, but I think it doesn't get it. Right?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
no.
That's a bummer.
Roar is nice too.
Yeah, it has really nice like supporty moves. Does it get knock off?
No.
Ah, well, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, Granbull instead.
Like, overall, definitely not a bad team. Really solid. I like it.